Hi again, Gregg Bell of the News Tribune here at Lumen Field in Seattle. They're having a post-game fan field goal kicking contest. Perhaps one of these chucks could get the ball up and over the line and not get blocked like Jason Myers' 47-yard field goal was with about a minute left. Those are the Giants' winning points. They scoop up the field goal, 60-yard return for a touchdown. Let's talk about that play. Isaiah Simmons blocked the kick by leaping the A gap, the gap between the center and the guard. I talked to Laken Tomlinson at his locker, the Seahawks guard, who got pushed down by a Giants teammate that allowed Simmons the lane free to block the kick or run in and jump and block the kick. Tomlinson said the officials should have reviewed that play, that he has his own opinions on it. The 12-year veteran believes that was an illegal play. The NFL rules state that the rule protection applies only to the long snapper on a defender head up on him. So if you push down a guard, or if you go through the guard center gap and not right over the long snapper / center, it's legal. And that's what the Giants did. They schemed the guard instead of the long snapper, which is legal. Mike Macdonald, the Seahawks coach after the game, had no problem with that play, saying he went through the A gap and it was a breakdown in the A gap protection, and that is by definition a legal play. You can't leap over the long snapper, but there are no protections for the guard in that situation. Let's talk about the fact that the Seahawks could not stop the Giants in the run. Their third-string rookie running back had a 100-yard rushing day today. The Giants had 175 yards rushing, a lot of them by Daniel Jones, who played a brilliant game, I thought, the Giants quarterback, taking what the Seahawks gave him in the run, making great cuts inside tackles. The Seahawks tackling woes have shown up the last few games. It showed up again today. 175 yards. Julian Love after the game said it was tackling. Jerome Baker, who came off of hamstring injury to play weak side linebacker first time in 3 weeks, said we weren't playing together. They both said that they got to fix it, of course, before the 49ers come in here in 4 days on Thursday night, because they're going to run at him even if McCaffrey is on injured reserve, which he is. Let's talk about the failed fourth down that Mike Macdonald went to. He would not have even made that decision to go for it in a one-score game in his own end and fourth down early in the fourth quarter if he had not lost faith that his defense couldn't stop the Giants. If he thinks the Seahawks could stop the Giants on defense, he would have punted in a one-score game to the other end of the field. Instead, he goes for a 4th and 1. Let's go back one play. 3rd and 12. Geno Smith scrambles up the middle, has the first down, but then began his slide a yard before the line to gain. And NFL rules say when a quarterback gives himself up and begins a slide, it's where he begins the slide is where the dead ball is in the end of the down. And so Smith slid a yard too early. He had room to slide after the line to gain. He slid before. That created the 4th and 1. Macdonald decides to go for it. He said he and Ryan Grubb thought they had a great play call for what the Giants were in. And then the Giants came in and did something they didn't expect. Blew up the play. It looked to me from the press box the play was a broken one. All the blocking was to the left. Zach Charbonnet was a fullback in a offset I formation with Kenneth Walker behind him. It looked like Charbonnet was supposed to get the ball on a slant run to the left. That's where all the blocking was. Yet I talked to Charbonnet after the game and I talked to Macdonald. They both said the play that the Seahawks ran was the one that they called. A fake handoff to Charbonnet. Nobody blocked Brian Banks. So if that was the play call, that's poor scheme because it was nobody to account for Banks on what became the front side. When Geno Smith fakes the handoff to Charbonnet and has Walker running out in the flat behind him, Banks is the guy that they have to block in order for that play to work. They said that the implication was they didn't expect Banks to run straight up the field, but that's what he is. He's a pass rusher. He gets paid tens of millions of dollars to do exactly what he did, sack the quarterback. That play was the difference in the game. They punt there, and if Macdonald believes he's got faith in his defense to stop the Giants, it's a one-score game. He doesn't have faith the defense can stop him, so he's fearing a two-score game anyway. So he gives up the ball at his own 27-yard line. Easy short field goal, even with the defense stopping the Giants on the next series. It's a 23-13 two-score game, and then it's just playground desperation from there. Thought the rookie coach got desperate, losing faith in his defense that gave up 412 yards and 175 on the ground. Through it all, the 49ers blew the home game against the Cardinals. The Seahawks are still in first place at 3-2, and they play San Francisco on Thursday night, and they have to get a whole hell of a lot better on the line of scrimmage than they've been the last two games against Detroit and New York to have a chance to beat the 49ers, who have dominated them on the offensive and defensive lines the last couple of years. All my coverage is at thenewstribune.com, including videos of my interviews with Jackson Smith and Jigba, who said on the third down drop at the end of the game, he's got to have better concentration. He blamed himself for that. He was pretty despondent after the game. You see that online at thenewstribune.com. My talk with Laken Tomlinson and more, thenewstribune.com, on Twitter X, at GBellSeattle. As always, thank you for watching.